Welcome to Algo Hour. I'm stoked. It's November 6th, and we have Jaws on the show. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
I don't know if anyone else is as psyched as I am. Oh, I can hear a feed in my head. Who is?
I'm very excited. It's probably me, to be honest.
Is that you? Is that one of the kids playing something? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know them.
Perfect. I love it. Teddy, we did it. We made it. We're here on a Monday at noon EST with John Allen Woods. What do you think about that?
I'm happy as can be. I'm excited that we've somehow managed to make it. It's been a tremendous time, and yeah, it's good to see you, Jaws. As someone that's had the opportunity and privilege to have a one-on-one with you, I really appreciate you coming onto the show and putting up with our nonsense.
Listen, absolutely my pleasure to be here amongst the aristocracy of the ecosystem. My absolute pleasure. And also, I think it's funny that people have kind of latched onto this Jaws thing. I quite like it. I think it's cool. But it's funny, it's I took my Twitter account out in like 2009 or something. Like it's, a while ago, 14 years ago. I didn't think too much about it. John Woods was taken. I stuck my middle name in there. And now people seem to have assumed it as my identity, but I'm good with it. It has a ring to it, so that's good.
That's quality.
I debated it.
It's got power.
I was going to put Woods.algo, but you don't really go by your .algo. So.
No, not really.
And then John Woods, I hear you call John, but John Allen Woods has the ring to it. It's the powerhouse. I'm not going to lie. I dig it.
Yeah, you could be president of the United States with a name like that.
Well, he's Irish. So.
I'd vote for Jaws.
Thanks, Lord Beluga. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
I love it so much. And we have a bunch of people that are watching, which I'm really grateful for, especially because I am super good at time zones, apparently. Diego Nasa just subscribed to our channel, which, I'm a huge Diego fan. So, hi,
quality.
Diego. Thanks for watching.
Pops here.
But also, we have Oof is watching. The drama call to him. I may or may not have accidentally hurt Coop's feelings today.
Coop doesn't have feelings.
What's wrong with Coop?
I made a tweet.
He's fine. He's just jealous.
Just another day in the life of crypto paradise. Don't we worry. But
I still have all my Coop. Let me just check. I just want to check real quick. I've got my Pearl wallet.
You can check real fast.
Yeah, I have I have all my Coop. I've got a gargantuan stack.
You didn't pull it back yet?
It's generational wealth, I think, the level.
Absolutely.
Jenny Well.
Intergenerational wealth. Yeah. It's good.
Cody's checking in. Let's see. Jazz and Beluga in the same room. There's so much chatness. I don't even know how to handle it. I know it's a big deal. Our CMO, CTO in the same room. We're going to break the internet. It's in such good fun. And I'm so excited for later in the show. We do a Who's Active Right Now segment. And we have it queued up to look at some of the best of Algo Active. So that's going to be a hoot. And then Teddy brings us sports every week. I don't know if you follow American football at all, but we have fantasy leagues.
Yeah, no, we have that. We have that with British football or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
EPL and what you call it, but
yeah, we have fantasy football over here.
Big weekend for you guys, the FA Cup and whatnot too. So don't you worry. We catered a little bit to the international crowd as well, but we've got a great show for you.
Yeah, is soccer popular in the United States or no? Still no.
Yeah,
with Messi coming in and really amping it up, right? It's on Apple TV Plus now, so I think it's a lot more accessible. Whereas beforehand, you had to have a niche cable program and whatnot, right? So,
right.
The accessibility is going up, the name brand recognition is going up. Give it 5 to 7 years, and I think it'll be on par with some of the other big
because it is quite an exciting sport to watch. I think.
Absolutely,
women's soccer is where it's at.
I've seen the U.S. women's soccer team did really well in the World Cup or whatever, right? They did something, right? They were quite famous for a while.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
and they're doing a ton as far as equality in sports overall because they did so well and won that now they're wait a minute, let's be clear, women's soccer is where it's at for them.
Yeah. It's good.
I dig it. And Algran sponsors a women's soccer team, Gotham Football Club in New York, right? Is that
Good
right?
job. Yeah.
I think I got
That's not even the quiz part of the show. You got it.
I know. Okay, so we are, like I said, Joe is absent. We usually have a dev segment where Joe Palney, Algren Foundation's sweetheart, I love him. He gives us an update. But I think instead we'll throw you right into our Limerick challenge, if that sounds good. Luga
I've
writes
never
some Limerick.
done this before, but I'll do my best.
Are limericks popular in the UK?
It's just like there once was a man from Nantucket. Is that the kind of thing?
Oh,
yes,
oh.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not that. I mean, I haven't been messing with them too much, but yeah,
Less
I'm excited.
buckets,
I think I can do it.
Yeah.
I think you can do it too. I feel like it's fun either way. It's all in good fun. I gave up trying to read them for Luga. So they're missing
They're
all
hard.
punctuation. And inflection
Usually
is key.
typoed, misspelled.
Super fun.
Always.
You'll be fine.
Okay, let's do it. I'm excited.
I got it
I
up
don't
for you,
have-
Luga.
It's up.
You see
Okay,
it?
cool. All right, so I don't actually see anything. I'm flying
Oh.
blind right now.
No,
But
perfect.
you tell me, and I'll just go. All right, so we're starting off soft. Real easy one for you, right?
All right.
So, if looking to build, this is your fit. Easily invoke common tasks. That's legit. Currently on 1.6, easier than writing scripts. Build on Algo with.
Algo kid.
There you go. All right. We have a spark here. Let's see if we can get a fire going.
I wasn't sure that was too soft, but
No, it's perfect. No, I love that. That level is perfect. That level is perfect.
He doesn't
We're
keep them there.
Let me keep going. Let me go freestyle.
we're
Because it's
good.
the shit. It's legit. DJ, spin that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Like it's straight out of 8 Mile. That's straight out of fucking 8 Mile.
Absolutely.
Opulus is going to be recruiting you in no time for an album, for sure.
Rumi
man.
could probably remix that for you.
Yeah, perfect.
I got
All right,
the
what we
second
doing?
one up for you, Luga.
Second one is up. Okay. All right. Ramp it up. For the Algo user, that is vain. Attach a title to the chain. Name your wallet, whatever you want to call it. It's easier to connect with.
A non-fungible domain.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spell it all the way out because I was sitting there thinking,
Show
I was
us
like,
how
that
it's
doesn't rhyme with
done.
D.
I expected NF domain, so I was like, wait, is that right? Oh, yeah.
It is right. That's NF is.
Yeah,
is
you
not-
started
right?
saying
Yeah.
none, and I
Yeah.
worried. But yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Brain.
Got these. Okay.
Great.
All right, final challenge. Final
All right.
challenge.
I
Max
can do it. I
difficulty.
can do it.
Okay. This is an NFT that squirms. They're slightly bigger than germs. Pixelated and cute. Sometimes found in fruit. Next shuffle is Wednesday for.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh, let's see if the chat can help you out. Anybody in the chat got it? Let's see. Luga, read it again.
I mean, if I give you the first line again, it's easy.
Oh,
An
Clint's got
NFT
it.
that squirms. They're slightly bigger than germs.
Okay.
Pixelated and cute. Sometimes found in fruit. Next
Okay.
shuffle is Wednesday for.
Worms.
Yay!
Going
got that
3
one
for
first time.
3.
You know, this is one of my big failings. You know, I'm not that versed on the NFT scene, to be quite honest.
Oh, it's fine.
I mean, people come to me; they're so nice. I've gotten loads of lovely ones donated to me, and then sometimes people. I'm doing a Bambino one now. Like they'll come and say,
Wow.
"Hey, you know, would you like to support our project? Give it some, you know, as in like not that I've got that big a following, but I've got like enough people following that they will see it or whatever." And so I try to get in there, but I'm not a big NFT person. I've got a bunch, but I don't know what's cool, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I heard you like to game, though. Don't you play all those games that Rocket League? I don't know what Rocket League is, for the record, but I think you play, right?
Yeah. It's just like it's like a game on like the PlayStation or whatever. But yeah, you know, you drive around in the car, you try to get the ball in the goal. But yeah, no, I do like that stuff. I think it is cool.
Okay.
And, you know, I think, like I mentioned before, the future of gaming, you know, the intersection of blockchain and gaming, for me, the sweetest bit is where you can, you know, represent things you do in the games or assets you have, whether it's, you know, achievements or whatever, as NFTs. I think that's, you know, as a form of digital rights management, that's where the tech gets me the most excited.
Absolutely. I'm excited for the day that like World of Warcraft has like their item is an NFT. Like
Right.
it just makes sense to me. Like you get this legendary thing. Boom, it's an NFT. There's a marketplace already there.
Right. Or like,
I don't know why that's not a thing yet.
Another example is like, let's say I have a YouTube account. I really like YouTube. My YouTube feed has like everything I like. I like a lot of stuff about space. I like a lot of stuff about computer stuff, sports, MMA. I like mixed martial arts. And so my feed is just perfect, right? It's got all the stuff I like. But I've also built this library that I've bought movies on YouTube because it's handy for my kids to watch them sometimes, right? Because like it's never on Netflix. I have Netflix, but it's never on Netflix. It's never on Amazon. It's never on Disney. So my kids want to watch like Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles from like the 90s. I go buy it on YouTube. Wouldn't it be good rather, if I could like send the rights to have that movie to you as an NFT, and then I lose access to it, fine, but you have it, and I can either gift it to you or it can be secondary sales. That's where NFTs for me really sing.
I love that.
That's
that
beautiful.
reminds me of when I first found Algorand. I was convinced Pinterest was going to come to Algorand because it's a lot of work to build those kids' birthday boards.
Sure.
And like, how cool would it be to like be able to buy someone else's 5th birthday board or someone else's kitchen organization board? I'm just saying, a lot of my good friends have games on Algorand, and I think they're super cool. And like, there's gated access, there's fractal tamers with the apps. It's there, but I'm not much of a gamer myself. So I knew you were a gamer. I was like, have you tried any of the NFT
the one I
games?
play,
what do you think?
The one I play where I'm, by the way, just quickly, the one I play where I'm like undefeated, okay, completely undefeated. I've played like 3 or 4 times, completely undefeated. It's Little Royals. Where's the Little Royals thing?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice
so this one.
art too.
No, I've got 2 of them, but it's not showing up in my. I've got it in my wallet here, but it's not. It's not showing up. The Little Royal thing is not showing up. I don't know why.
The Para and Little Royals have had like a.
Have they?
I think. No, it's just like it hasn't loaded in Para Wallet for some.
Okay.
We should fix that.
We should fix that.
I think John just challenged everybody to beat him in the Little Royals game, is what I heard. I think I got that right.
Very unlikely. And so now that I have this amazing winning streak where I've never lost, I'm now afraid to go back into the arena. I don't want to go in and lose once. I'm the undefeated champ.
Yeah, it's way cooler
Quit
when you're
while you're
4-0. You don't want to be 4-1. Who is that? I mean, then you
You want to be 4-1, 3-0.
I just won the King of the Hill crown in horse racing, and so now I don't want a horse race because then someone could take my crown away from me, and it's like, no, I've coveted this crown for so long.
Exactly.
You gamers are special people.
It's very cool these days, IRL. Gaming is like the new jock. It's like the new cool thing.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I need to try again. I do play occasionally some of the games. You know, I do. I bork. Okay, we all know. I can be vouched. I try. I'm not very good at it.
I'm terrible.
It's like an arcade game where you play different games every time, so that like kind of keeps my interest. But these career games where you like, oh no, I don't feed my robots, guys.
Yeah, I have killed all of my robots. They are all dead right now.
It's a crazy goose Slack reference. Okay, I'm totally ignoring. Oh man, Lassie's calling Luga out, saying, "Race me, my lord." Lassie.
No, I can't do it, Lassie. I can't do it. I can't lose my crown.
A lot of shout outs for Jaws owning the Limerick challenge. That was really good. Like, we all know how in touch you are, but those are you killed it. You did
well,
good.
I messed up on the Worms one, but I think I did okay. 2 out of 3 is okay.
That was supposed to be the hard one. I expected 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have been blown away if you got 3 out of 3.
Yeah. But I should have got it because it was like it's in an apple, it's squiggly, it's wriggly, whatever. I should have got it.
That's the nature of our games, and you're gonna love one that we have later, the ecosystem challenge, where that's gonna make you say, "Oh, I should have done this, should have done that." But in the meantime, Ira, what do we have next?
Next, we're gonna do sports before we bring you back and do a little bit of flex time, a little bit of Algo Active. We're gonna play some of our best of for those kind of review. But Teddy, if you would be so kind, I think we can do sports and give John a little bit of a break. Sound good?
Absolutely. That sounds great. This is the sports stuff section brought to you by yours truly. We've got a fantastic show for you today. I appreciate everyone holding up the fort for me last week while I was out of town doing God knows what with God knows who. First things first, our headline story. We have the NFL. Week 9 in the NFL is in the books. And it's been a while since we've seen so much uncertainty at the QB position. CJ Stroud is continuing to excite, and we'll get to that in a bit. But starting with our Thursday night game, we had Will Levis and Kenny Pickett, 2 elite quarterbacks. And that kind of is all you need to know on that. Steelers won that one 20-14 or 16, win by 4. Not really much, to be honest with you there. Will Levis looks good for a rookie. Kenny Pickett looks average. Sunday was probably the best regular season week that we're going to have all year long, with over 13 hours of football, starting off with the Dolphins and Chiefs in Frankfurt, Germany, where Mahomes got out to a 21-point lead. And while they won, they never really scored more than that. The Dolphins in the fourth quarter were really making a comeback close, but ultimately they ended up losing by 7. Ravens and Lamar Jackson appear to be steamrolling the competition, beating out the Seattle Seahawks 37-3 and winning the last 5 out of the last 6. The feel-good story of the week, though, was definitely the Vikings game, where quarterback Josh Dobbs, who wasn't even a Viking until after Halloween, and by the way, it's only November 6th, so that he was only a member of the team for like 3 days, had to immediately come in due to injuries to Kirk Cousins and backup Jaron Hall. The former Arizona Cardinals quarterback won in an electric fashion, tossing a quarterback with just 22 seconds left to seal a victory against the Falcons. The Eagles continue to dominate and took a fantastic divisional victory over the Cowboys 28-23. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith all looked fantastic in that. It was a close one, though, with the Cowboys just barely missing the end zone in the game's final seconds. Similarly, the matchup between the Bengals and the Bills, which was last night's Sunday night football game, was a fantastic one with 2 Hall of Fame-bound quarterbacks and over 600 combined passing yards. Bengals survived that one 24-18. Now, looking briefly at our fantasy football standings, we have Cooper Daniels in first place at 7-1, Smokey McPotts at 6-2, Sauer and DFS Addict and Love and Algo 101 and Jay Miller sharing a tie for third place. Our own Joel Polony is rounding up 7th at 4-4. Dano, Miller Algo are 3-5. Hashin and I are 2-6, and that leaves the one and only IRL at 1-7. No comment. The college football, the college football going into that. Moving past the professionals, we have 5 undefeated teams with 4 playoff spots left to fight over. It's certainly going to come down to the wire. Last time we had a college football update, which it's been a bit, we were talking about Coach Prime and CU football and how it was this new generation and da-da-da-da-da. And boy, were we wrong. CU football has lost the last 3 out of their 4 and are 1-5 in conference play. Looking ahead at the more successful teams, we saw an epic battle this week between number 5 Washington versus number 20 USC, where previous Heisman winner Caleb Williams played his heart out only to fall short in the fourth quarter, literally sobbing his eyes out right after the game. It was very sad and disappointing. Washington remains undefeated in the thriller. Texas barely survives overtime against Kansas State to remain only as a 1-loss team. LSU got crushed by Alabama after looking strong in the beginning, and Georgia sealed a late win over with a late interception over number 12 Missouri. Lastly, we had Army spanking previously undefeated Air Force 23-3, where I saw these. It was actually a game that was hosted near where I lived, and they were flying around a surprising amount of planes in the sky. So I thought for a brief moment that the world was ending, but fortunately, it was just Air Force football. For our lead college football story, we had the Battle of Bedlam, where OU and Oklahoma and Oklahoma State were fighting in their final interstate rivalry between the two. As a kind of consequence of all the shifting college conferences, this is going to be the last year where it's happening on a regular basis. The Battle of Bedlam was decided in the fourth quarter with 10 Oklahoma State points. And while a late field goal from OU was successful, it wasn't enough. And when the clocks hit 0, the Oklahoma State fans in attendance stormed the field and threw the goalposts into a nearby lake. Lastly, we have the NBA in-season tournament, which is kicked off with group play starting last Friday. The whole point of the in-season tournament is to try and incentivize players to try more during the regular season. Just during the regular season, last Friday we had 7 matchups with nearly all of them coming down to the wire, and including teams like the Grizzlies, who were unable to be successful against the Trailblazers, who did finally get their first win last night, but were 0-6 beforehand. As a result, with no Steven Adams and John Morant. Teams like the Celtics, Nuggets, and Sixers, who we knew would be successful, are kind of showing up and living up to that name. But it's been a surprise to see the Pelicans, Hawks, and Magic also come out to hot starts. We have some footage from the game. If IRL wants to, if we can get a hold of that. There we go. There we see Luka Doncic. Fantastic footage there. Some kind of courtside reporting there. Shout out to IRL for giving me a great media pass. But anyways, we have a great kind of looking forward. We have a great couple of games going on. We have the Pelicans at the Nuggets tonight, where we'll continue to see, hopefully, the championship reigning Denver Nuggets continue to impress on a home crowd, where I think they've only lost 2 home games since last February. An absolutely impressive performance and unbelievable streak. Lastly, we want to have kind of going through some of the bad teams. The team you wouldn't want to be a fan of, obviously, is the Chicago Bulls, currently on a 3-game losing streak and a regular season record of 2-5. The Bulls should be tearing this team down, and despite that, Vucevic and Levine are still going to probably be on that team. They're the only real assets, in my opinion, and could be offloaded for some serious capital if management is on top of it. The sooner this team escapes delusion and recognizes reality, the sooner they can get back to playoff contention. Unfortunately, this iteration of the team isn't it. Now, briefly, I'll kind of get some hockey news, and then we can get it back to who's active right now. Bruins and Golden Knights have only lost a combined one game each. Sharks haven't even won a game in the first 11 games of the season. And some great games this week that you should take a look at if you're a hockey fan include Bruins at Stars tonight, Devils at Avs, and the Red Wings at Rangers tomorrow. That is our sports stuff section. Thank you so much, IRL, for the media pass, and back to you.
Hey, I love the nuggets of interesting sports because I'm not really into sports. I'm last in our fantasy football league, but I love how you give us interesting nuggets like Taylor Swift was there in a popcorn machine, or this guy lost 2 toes before the game, or the goalpost got thrown into a lake.
That's like a thing now.
Some drama for us, Ted.
Absolutely. Well, sports are all about narratives, and if you don't understand the narratives, then it's just a bunch of men splashing their bodies against each other. Luga, you know a lot about that. But yeah, thank you so much.
Also, I think was the Dolphins there? The Miami Dolphins?
Yes, the Miami Dolphins.
I haven't heard that name since Ace Ventura: Pet Detective with Laces Out down.
Which that is a fantastic movie. I'm glad that you mentioned that. I'm definitely going to be rewatching that tonight.
It is good. It is good. I watched it the other day. Yeah,
with Dan Marino as the
Marino.
Oh gosh, but it's the Miami Dolphins for the first time since Dan Marino probably have just as electric of an offense under Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill. So it's been pretty awesome to watch them and yeah, I think they're going to be doing a throwback jersey with uniforms that are very similar to the Ace Ventura days. So once that happens, I'll take a screen grab and tag you.
Amazing. Laces Out down at 100%.
Oh man.
Are you guys ready? I think maybe we should do the ecosystem challenge now. It's normally our 3rd game, John, but I think that you are going to kill it. I'm stoked. Just so you know, the current high score holder is in the chat.
Okay, let's have a look.
They're watching. Fisherman from NF Domains is currently the highest scoring in this game. So we'll see if you can beat that. I think it's 18. But we will put 30 seconds on the clock with Lord Beluga doing what he does to distract you. Super fun. And you have to name as many Algorand ecosystem projects as you can in that 30 seconds.
Okay.
Anything. And that's the thing. It can be an NFT collection. It can be a marketplace. It could be a business that's building. Yeah, it could be
a person.
Okay, it can be a person?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, a creator.
Yeah.
creator person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, you know, we obviously accept lots of answers. Algo ecosystem projects. So sometimes people are projects. It depends. But
Like Cooper
you know,
Daniels would be an example that a person that is
Yeah.
a project.
Recoup,
Okay.
yeah, hand in hand.
Okay.
See,
love
we're
it. Okay.
sending you
let's
love,
do
Coop.
it.
All right, let's do this. Let me get
I'm
you
sorry.
your
What's the
timer.
target? Like 30 seconds, but like, what's the current record holder? What's the number
18.
of things?
18.
18.
Okay, I think I can beat that.
Oh boy, here we go, ladies. And
On your
gentlemen.
mark, get set, go.
Cooper Daniels, Stacey Warden, Node Keepers, Busy Bees, Bambino, Algo Mint, A Tiny Man, Pact, Folks Finance, Lofty, TravelX, Guard, Algo Dex, Humble DeFi, Reach, Algo Kit, Messina, Cometa, Xbact, Agro Token.
Oh,
Token.
time's up. Good job. Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
Wow.
That's really good.
How many did I get?
That was 20.
Yes, I
I
concur.
counted 20
One-
as well.
Am I the winner?
Yes,
You are
of
the
course
winner. Congratulations.
The best one.
You win.
Yes.
You're
I
setting a
love that.
high bar that Luga will eventually have to beat when the inevitable interview for CMO finally takes into
Ooh.
Yeah.
fruition.
I
I
think
mean,
they'll do
that
just
should
an
be a
ecosystem
requirement,
challenge?
right?
And if I beat 20, I get the job.
Oh,
I think so.
probably.
I think so.
All in.
We put him in charge
Unofficially,
of hiring
definitely,
too. That's good.
Oh man.
That-
That was great.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I love that. I was just checking the chat's reaction because that was impressive. And there's people clapping in the chat. Fisherman Governor's Hat's tuning in. First time watching Algo Hour. Thanks for watching, bud. Fisherman will never recover from this, he says.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's John, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not only did you set the record beating Fisherman's
Yeah.
score, you did it without even having to say NFT. So
Yeah.
that just
You know,
adds.
that was
And he
completely
did the Limerick
intentional.
stuff.
That was
Yeah,
completely
That was
intentional.
completely
I
intentional.
didn't want to give him the pleasure of having to use his brilliant company as one of my ways to beat him. And so, of course, I could have dropped that. I dropped it earlier on in the interview, but I didn't.
But you
And that's
didn't.
so. Actually, it was really 21. So if he wants to beat me, he needs 22.
Yeah, well,
I dig it. And you know, there's no shortage of talk about NF domains because they're an amazing project. I love my Algo. I say all the time, it makes me live my best Web3 life. Like I wouldn't want to go back to life before NFTs on Algorand. I'm not gonna lie. But they're also a sponsor of the show. John, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a bunch of people who love us in the community who sponsor our show. Check it out. It is much harder to point. I'm sure you know this because you do so many interviews. It's very difficult to point. But we have NFTs and Rand and AlgoBots. See, I'm going the wrong way.
yep.
And and Chris Wenner and Gov. See, I'm going too far now. Gov.boy.algo, Noti Boy, Fallen Order, and the Womp Crew has our sponsors. Thanks, guys, for believing in us. It's huge. We appreciate it. It's kind of what makes our world go round. So having fun people like you on the show, obviously, Jaws, we appreciate it. But also thanks to our sponsors who like keep us motivated week in and week out. It's big.
100%.
It's big.
All good folks there.
All right.
Oh,
so
I should have mentioned Rand. That was right on the screen. They're another one, great one.
Yeah, see, and that's the
You
thing
probably
that
would
we
have taken Void
recommend.
as well. I could have mentioned Void. That's another thing. You would have taken that.
Yeah,
what is in that?
Really?
It's an
Really?
AVM. It's in the
Oh.
AVM. That's the Algorand ecosystem to me.
Yeah. 100%.
Fair.
100%. We're open source for a reason.
Woo.
There you go.
I'm actually on their testnet grants committee.
That's
So
great.
Team Boy is awesome. I'm about the AVM building. I love it. I think
Absolutely.
we're
Team
into
AVM.
it. We're going to do NFT Flex Time, which is a really fun segment. We're going to look at some of the best flexes. But I think first, I'm going to let you hang out with Luga so he can explain to you if you're unfamiliar with what Algo Active is and what it's about. And maybe check out how Stacey did push-ups for us.
A
Just
She
saying.
killed
one-on-one.
it for real. So 1-on-1, it's a bold move.
See,
Jaws is so
I've
competitive. He's gonna have to pull something out.
I've seen Algo Active. I've seen it for sure.
You've seen it, but you haven't done it.
Yeah, I haven't done it. No, but I should do it.
Ooh.
I should do it. I should do it for sure.
Womp, 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 womp. All right, I'm gonna get you guys into that scene, and then we'll do flex time. Sounds like a plan if I can find it.
Hello and welcome to Who Is Active Right Now. You got me, Lord Beluga. You got Jaws, one of the greatest humans ever made. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Jaws. It's lovely to see you face to face, kind of.
Lovely to see you, sir.
Wow. So you're kind of familiar with Algo Active.
Yep.
We started out with challenges. We started out with a push-up challenge. We did just like weekly challenges just to give you a reason to do some exercise, cardio, physical, lifting up weights, doing crazy stuff. Just had a lot of fun with it. So this is Stacy, way throwback, just cranking them out. Man, balling. I'm a little jealous. She definitely ratioed me there. I don't think I've gotten more than 10 on an Algo Active post, and I've put out a lot of Algo Active.
Yeah.
That was fantastic to see. Are you in this group, Sean? Are you
No,
one
I
of
don't
those
think
doing
so.
push-ups?
I don't think. I mean, no, I've seen it in my feed for sure. I've seen people in the feed with the cowbells and all sorts of things. Or the kettlebells, maybe that's what they're called. Not cowbells. Cowbells are a drum thing. I've seen it. I like it. I go to the gym regularly. I'm I
thought so. I've seen the pictures.
I'm in 3 times a week kind of. I mean, I'm still obviously don't spend enough time to be fit, but like I go like 3 times a week. I think it's important.
That's so 3 times is great. I think that's like the sweet spot. Especially like you're a dad with kids.
Yeah, I got two under 5, and I got my job is busy, and so like it's very hard to get the kind of time. It'd be great to go every day, but you need to be like retired, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or extremely dedicated. Extremely dedicated.
Probably like 80% of my fitness is at home, either with a kid or with like weights, whatever.
You know what I've been thinking about is buying like a treadmill, like because it's hard to get good quality stuff that's also not too bulky. But like I would love a treadmill where I could kind of like, because I do a lot of meetings, right? And it'd be great
like a walking desk, yeah.
In the business ones, it'd be great to just be able to walk as I'm speaking, right? I think that'd be good.
Yeah. This was the push-ups. The push-ups were great. I missed the push-ups.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Obviously, it's difficult with the camera, with my laptop being glued to my desk and stuff. But like, I'm gonna do this. I think I can do like 50 push-ups. I think
straight. 50.
Yeah, I think 50. Yeah.
50 straight. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll call you.
Yeah, I can do 50.
50 straight. I'll join it.
Yeah, he's going, but his form is, I can't really see him perfectly, but the form looked a little bit. You gotta be like a plank. You gotta be perfectly like a plank.
Are you talking about this one right here?
Yeah, I'm talking about Ted. I'm talking about Ted. He's doing a bit of this.
Oh, Ted is doing Algo Active. Oh,
sorry, is he not on? Oh, he's not
blocked out. Ted.
I see a thing that others don't. Sorry, Ted's working out. Sorry, in backstage, Ted is working out. Yeah,
that's my thing. I'm supposed to work out backstage. You can't stealing my thunder, Ted.
It's like, that reminds me of Anchorman. Like feel the burn.
1,000.
It's like pumping my guns in the office.
Exactly. That's the dream. All the time. Do you want to do push-ups? I think John should host push-ups. Yeah?
Yeah.
You give us the first tweet this week.
Okay. I can do
go
that.
Back to push-ups. 50 if you really got it. Which,
I got it. 50.
Know.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't mean to doubt you, but I want to see it.
I mean, my form probably I'll get slower as I approach 50, but like, yeah, I can do 50.
Of course, yeah. Crank them. Yeah. I love it.
So, I'm shitting on Ted. He's not even on screen.
That's the best way to do it, honestly.
It's awful of me. Ted, I'm extremely sorry.
Yeah, he deserves it. Ted is like Coop. He also does not have feelings. So, like, you're good. Just say anything you want.
Completely unfair as well. He's doing nothing. He's on his own time. He's working out, and people are criticizing. People, I mean, me.
If anyone's allowed to criticize, I think it's you.
Sorry, Ted.
Ballin'. So, we'll do the push-ups for us. Thank you so much, John. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. I think we're moving on to the NFT version of Flex Time.
Okay. Now.
All right. It's NFT Flex time. Welcome, John. You're hanging in there. You're doing great.
Thank you.
I'm so excited that you're hanging out with us. It's good.
This is the funnest interview I've done in like months. It's actually not
There's
even
some
words.
fun stuff on Algo, and this is the whole point of Algo Hour. It is a group lift. We're missing 2 of our casts today. In fact, while I'm thinking of it, Joe Palney, the sweetheart that he is, I just love him to pieces. I'm not going to lie. He did check in with us in the chat and said at the airport, the Wi-Fi is not good enough, but that he is here in spirit, which really.
He also said, I should have taken the bull costume to the airport.
Yes. Oh, no, you would have gotten arrested, Joe. Probably not.
He's amazing. We have a wonderful team at the foundation, and like people have to remember as well. I know some of these people are seen as the Algo people, but they're just a bunch of humans that have decided to work in this open source space on a particular project, and they're all really, really dedicated. I've worked in lots of normal software companies, like building normal software, and of course, people do their jobs well, but it's a job. Whereas I think this kind of work that we're in open source, and particularly in terms of like building decentralized networks, it tends to bring in people who are really, passionate. They're like ideologues or whatever the word is. They're really kind of like about it. Look like Lord Beluga there, and so passionate, right? And so our entire DevRel team, in fact, the entire broad team at the foundation, but specifically Joe, lives and breathes this stuff all day, and so it's fantastic to have these people so motivated and working with us.
That was totally the inspiration behind Algo Hour's origins, and obviously, like, you got to start somewhere, right? So this is where we're starting on the group lift. But everybody does their part. We have astrology most weeks. We've got a dev update most weeks. We got Luga, who's like lots, right? And then Ted
all over the place.
Helps me co-host and does sport. Like, everybody does so much. We've got so many different sponsors. It's supposed to be a good time. It's supposed to show people when they come to Algo. And I'm a real human. I'm a person. I'm different than these guys that like other stuff. And we all kind of like, it's crazy backstage. I'm not gonna lie. Every week it's something. And I totally miss Ted working out backstage today, for example. But I don't know. It's
we just need more wine or beer or something on this show, and it'd be a party.
Well, we did have a Algo Hour overtime
after hours.
There were poker.
Okay.
There's drinks.
Okay, invite me to that one as well, please.
Well, the problem is when I start drinking for the night, John, you're in bed.
Oh, yes.
You got to get midday. I got to babysitter midday.
I hear what you're saying.
During hours, after hours, maybe.
Yeah, because your 5 p.m. is my like 10 p.m. That's not too bad. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. 5 o'clock.
Oh man, that was a verbal contract. We're getting a poker tourney together for an hours.
I love poker. I'm not very good at it. I'll tell you a small personal story. I'm not very good at poker. I play like Texas Hold'em with my family. That's the only kind of game I really know inside out. But once I was on like a cruise ship with my wife and her parents, right, in kind of a like a slow cruise ship, kind of like not very exciting.
Not a
but
party.
They had a casino, huh?
Not like a party ship. You were with your
Nah, like just like a real kind of like older folks and very relaxing. But they had a casino, and one of the nights I was in the casino, they had like free drinks, so I was like drinking a lot. I was having a good time. I was playing roulette. Roulette is like my jam. I love roulette. But they had the American style 00 thing, which I think is cheating. So I left roulette, and then some folks from the ship were like, "Oh, we should have like a game. We should have like a game of like poker, but like amongst ourselves." And so the casino permitted it. And so there I am with all of these. I was in my 20s or whatever. I'm with all these folks. And we all said, okay, let's buy in for like $200, and then we'll just see how you go there. It's not like too much, friendly enough. But like the pot got up to like over $1,000, and I had like a four of a kind. I had like 4 aces, or like, I think it was aces anyway, but I had 4 of a kind. And like so there I am with like my ace 3 or something, like not very good, high card. And on the flop, it's like 3 more aces, and like my heart's just like, and I'm just like checking and covering or whatever, when calling, checking and calling, and I won the pot. So good.
Yay.
Yeah, it was so good. That might not be as exciting for you as it is in my head, but it was great. 4 aces, like it was like 4 aces.
I totally was expecting you to say you somehow still managed to lose that hand. I was waiting for it.
No, I'm but like the thing
Charles doesn't lose.
I didn't play it well because I probably could have, like, if I knew what I was doing, I could have got them to bet more or whatever. I just wanted to see the end of the pot and have people bet a little bit. So I was like, I wasn't raising or anything. Where I know professional poker or good poker players would raise and all this, but I just was like letting the pot. And every time someone would bet, I was like, I'm gonna get this.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
So I never played poker like in real life at a table because the tables are a little intimidating to me.
Sure.
But a couple months ago, Feely, who's our astrologer, also is a co-founder of the WAMP crew, and she was like, "You got to play poker. Like, come." I have had so much fun beating the bear playing poker with the Algo fam. I feel like it's a different way to get to know the same people I hang out with all the time.
Sure.
It has been so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very good.
Sure.
But everyone's really nice about it. So
It's great.
it counts.
It's great. I think there's a lot of luck in poker. Like, I know people say, of course, there's luck and skill because it's not just luck. But like,
Right.
if in a given night you're dealt, pretty good hands, you're getting trips, you're getting, pairs, you're gonna come in a little bit. But just sometimes it gets to this point where you're just getting everything's off and you're not getting anything. And I think on those nights, like, no matter how good you are, it's very difficult to make any way.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I can't wait to get into a poker game with you. I know Algo Casino has offered to host a tourney for us. The WAMP crew always hosts for us too. There's a lot of poker happening, and it is, like I said, it's a really fun way to get to know people. And next week, while I have everyone on NFT Flex Time, we've got some churro chips. Yep, some digital goods that you can buy with Taco Coin. And so Taco was nice enough to send some of the Cassie's churro chips that we're going to be trying next week on Flex Time. So it'll be like a digital edition. It'll be fun. And let's see who's flexing what here. There's some people flexing Fallen Order. Kirby.
Do we see if Jaws
Yeah.
can name the NFT?
Oh, that might not.
Is that too
fair.
rude? Okay. All right.
No, I can try. Is that's not like Akita, is it? Is that
Yeah, it's
No.
good. Yeah,
It is?
And Kirby.algo is the fantastic Akita dev too. Definitely deserves a shout
I've
out.
met him. We've had a number of private calls just chatting and learning about what he's doing as well. He's got this thing as well. Sorry, the name's gone out of my head, but where like you kind of like spin, you get like they're like diamonds or like.
Is it Yoink Ball? Is that what you're talking about? I didn't get to play Yoink Ball because I wasn't at the event, but I know he had
it's
that.
like Akita with
Omni Gems?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's their like.
Quiz me.
I
Yeah,
dig
that's
it.
good. That's good. Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
Lassie
great guy.
flexing.
I actually really like that project. Actually, I'm a holder of Akita. Whenever someone gives me, a little bit of the token, I always make sure that I'm like for life, there I am right there, my Akita, like Akita for life, like life-changing wealth.
Diamond holding everything. I love it.
Yeah, like if it goes in this
basically
wallet,
taking
it's
it
not
out of
leaving.
circulation. Yeah.
It's not leaving.
It's like a burn wallet. It's the Jaws
Yeah,
burn
it's
wallet.
basically like a burn wallet.
But forever.
I love it so much. Okay, I want to I don't know if I can get Joey's whole comment on the screen because normally people comment a lot shorter than this. But I'm going to try to read it. There once was a lord from Beluga who took off his shirt a yuga. They gave him a job. It gathered the mob, and I bought a sick house in Chattanooga. That's some fan limericks.
That was the
Straight
best
from,
thing I've ever
from
read.
Joey Sarah. Yeah, that was
Wow.
amazing. I love it.
Joey.
Good job. You win. Lassie, who is like somebody I aspire to be cool has. She's another Web3 woman in the space, but she's also a mom and busy and keeps up with the space and gets Algo active with me, posting a poof. And I like the poofs. So shouts to her for that. Buddy Man. Algorian's favorite cheeky parody. I love it. More poofs. And David flexing some. I wanted to go to our top flexes. And then we'll get John in the elevator and he can pitch us all and show us how it's done. Give me just a second here. Let's see. My Twitter's not acting right. Oh, here's Lord Beluga's flex though.
Look at that beauty.
Okay.
So Bean is coming back.
Are people tweeting you with a certain hashtag and that's their flex?
Yeah. So
Every
we have
week.
people. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to go and do and be a part of it, you just tweet out every week hashtag NFT Flex Time, a picture of whatever you want to flex that week, and we've had everything. For me, I've gotten to a point where I don't know what I even want to flex anymore. I've gone from flexing Borks to my stupid pony that I won, which is different than just the stupid horses. It's the next level rarity up that you get you have to win a couple competitions.
Unbelievably rare. You have no idea how rare.
Let me see.
People
Let me
don't sell
through
their
my
souls for a
collection. I'll
penny.
just flex one live if that's okay.
Yes,
it would be
yeah.
amazing. We normally
Okay, so-
ask people to, but I didn't want to scare you off the show.
No, I've gotten some lovely ones over time.
I love that.
You know, people. I mean, I bought a few, but sometimes people will just kind of send me the ones, and they're just super cool.
Well,
but
did
here's
you
my Akita
update
Omnigem.
your woods.algo? So can we send stuff to your vault?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
your vault
wizard.
open?
yeah. This is my Akita Omnigem. Yeah, very nice. Oh yeah, I mean, I love it when people send me stuff. I got this smoky part. I really like this guy.
It's cool. Algo card was a good project.
Yeah.
Does it feel wrong to have an American NFT?
Alligator's a good one. Like this one. Okay, I'll do
That's
one more.
just you in an alligator suit.
Check this out. This is cool. I have a preview pass for Algo, the Block Explorer, so I can play with the
I have
Block
one of
Explorer using an NFT. And so
I suddenly feel so cool because John and I have the same Allo advanced early pass. Same
It's
Z's.
cool.
You
Those,
too? Oh.
No, I don't have anything. I got abs. That's all I got. Yo.
And like,
I
okay,
love
my latest one, this Bambino one, I want to flex on this one. I think this
Kimchi's
is really
awesome.
cool stuff. I love these ones. In general, with NFTs, I like the like the 8-bit, 16-bit, you know, that retro style pixelated
Yeah.
The
stuff.
tiny horses. You would love tiny horses.
Yeah, or like this kind of Pepe one I've got here. It's kind of like, it's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Very
Yeah, I
cool.
like the sea folk for the finer detail pixels. And then, I mean, if you don't love the tiny stupid project, I just don't know what you're NGMI friends. I don't know. You got you gotta like the tiny stupid project.
Yeah, as
Okay.
someone that's hosted Thirstober in my own house, and John, if you ever want to come out to Denver and you're meeting up with Hawkinson, feel free to stop by and we can go and have an in-person TED Talk. I think Joe Polony's been to the house, and Agash has been, and whatnot. So it's a pretty open door policy.
Offering that proof of life. People have been there and returned alive, allegedly.
By the way, what's the food from Denver that's popular or famous?
We are a big breakfast burrito city, so we have green chilies is a big thing. So, and you'll smother those in anything. I know there's a hamburger place in Pueblo that smothers an entire cheeseburger in this kind of chili, and you have to use a fork and a knife to eat it. But other than that, Denver's just starting to level up as a city in general. We've got a Michelin star guide that just came out, so there's all these different high flutin' tootin' restaurants, to say the least. But yeah.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
All right. I'm going to move us back here for just a second. I know you have a heart out. You're busy. Like you're like the poster boy for Algo right now because everyone loves you so much. Other people start and they're like, no, we want John. Like, you know, we love you.
Can I tell you why John is FUD proof though? Can we just have that second discussion? John, you have made it a point to meet humans in the community, to interact with them, to talk about your NFTs. Even though you say you're not an NFT guy, you're still like excited about them. Like you've shown so much passion for us, and like we're not really anything. We're just goobers that like love JPEGs and love our algorithm. And you have intentionally met with us, talked to us, encouraged us, and like that just makes you such a beacon of positivity. And thank you.
But I think that's just doing my job. And I think at the foundation we really try to be as vertically integrated as possible. Even in my work, by the way, I think it's really important that I understand how AlgoKit works technically and where it's going and that kind of stuff. Because otherwise, I think you don't do as good a job. And so thanks so much for saying. And I do try to do that. But I think it's really important. It's like if you are supposed to be a leader in in a product and you don't kind of know about the product, that's not good. So I think it's something that's my job to do. But I appreciate
love that. You have to use the chain, right? Like
Some-
you gotta use the chain.
Some generals lead from their ivory towers, and you certainly lead from the trenches.
And you'll well, thanks for that. And you'll see, by the way, I've worked in a bunch of different cryptocurrencies, and many times leaders in some other cryptocurrencies are not really tech leaders are not really that into the tech, And I think it's not good. It's not a good recipe. You got to be, if you're going to be doing the tech thing, you got to know the tech that you're leading.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm sold. We all love you. Let's see here. Oh, wait. We have one more limerick that just came in from a fan, and then we'll let you pitch. But let me just say, it's been so much fun having you on. You're welcome back anytime you want to break from serious podcasts. We will get a stream together because this is just so much
The greatest
fun.
podcast.
And the group lift is what it's about. Like week in, week out, we're here. We all pitch in a little, and like we laugh, we have a good time. And I think everyday people, like I'm a non-technical user, is what you nerds call me. And I don't know how I found my way here, but I'm glad I did, and I want more people to be here. So, I think you can find your tribe on Algo. If you're into astrology, if you're into being fit, if you're into NASCAR races or football or gaming or poker or real estate like music license, you name it, it's here. And so, I know the aim for the show is just to be like the human quality, right? So we are unapologetically very human, and we screw up all the time here, like with daylight savings. But we love it, and we do it for the chain. And so I'm really glad that you decided to join us.
Oh, thank you for having me. And like I said, it's great. I know you guys have a really passionate audience, so it's just great to have the platform to talk to you guys. Really appreciate it.
Well,
and shout out to our very cool interactive background. Eartho made that, but that's our blockchain being visualized. It's very cool. It changes. It's dynamic. Yeah.
I see. It's just like the commits or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's so zoomed out now. We've been streaming a while. It's showing us an hour's worth of transactions, but at the beginning it pops up. I leave it running the whole show. But yeah, I'll let everybody give John some quick final thoughts. We're going to stick him in the elevator and let him do his pitch for everyone. Show us how it's done. And then, yeah, come back anytime. It's been a pleasure. You're super charming. Everybody loves you. I made it through the show without rugging everybody. It's a good day. We're doing good.
It's a really good day.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Awesome.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Absolutely, guys.
Teddy, any final thoughts?
You've hit the nail on the head, John. You're just such a pleasure and a gem to have on here. I can't wait till we have you on next time, or next time you're in Denver or whenever. Just feel free.
Amazing. Thanks, Ted.
You'll get an invite.
Our unofficial CMO, tell me, Lord Beluga, what's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on?
Unofficial. Any closing thoughts from the unofficial CMO?
Man, I love you. I love what you do with being so intentional. Maybe that's too hardcore, but thank you just for taking time for us. It's so vital.
Absolutely.
Seriously, everybody loves it, and I think it's because you read as authentic. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm going to put you in the elevator. I know you got a heart out, but thank you again. And you will officially get an invite to the after hours party. We'll plan one a little on the early side, so it won't be too late.
Amazing. It sounds good. And I'll start drinking before I come on.
All righty, here we go. Pre-gaming is what we call that. And here comes the elevator.
Okay, so here today to tell you about Algo, Layer 1 blockchain. There's loads of them. They all say that they are green, fast, and fit for purpose. But I can tell you, Algo kills it on all categories. Instant finality, 3.3 second block time, 10,000 transactions a second, state-of-the-art EDDSA elliptic curve digital signatures, lattice-based post-quantum signatures using Falcon, tip-top decentralized systems engineering, and applied cryptography. But even more important than that, although the protocol has always been good, now the developer experience is killer. AlgoKit gives you everything you need to build, test, and deploy your applications on this decentralized operating system. And indeed, this month, we're bringing a developer preview of Python, the most inclusive and popular language in the world. So take your concept from your mind and bring it to the decentralized platform that is Algo, and enjoy your time writing it in Python from next month.